Governor Kim Reynolds is once again facing legal action for a law she championed. This time, the State Department of Education is being sued alongside her for Senate File 496, the all-encompassing education law which went into effect this summer. You may know the law best from its controversial steps to regulate books and materials used in the classroom and school libraries. It's the same law that also requires parents and guardians to sign off on pronouns or names used by students that don't match their registration. LGBT rights organizations and groups against book banning have spoken out extensively about this law, while Governor Reynolds and the state GOP argue it promotes parental rights. Although the law was signed at the end of this year's legislative session and took effect in July, there have been some setbacks in enforcement. Recently, the Department of Education announced it will give official guidance to school districts next month and will expect it to be properly enforced in the new year. And now 7 Iowa students and their families, along with Iowa Safe Schools, have filed a lawsuit to put an injunction on Senate File 496. Local 5's Dana Searles joins us now to break down this lawsuit. Dana.
Yes, Stephanie, the group is asking the federal court to declare Senate File 496 unconstitutional and to place a temporary block on the law while this lawsuit goes through the courts. The lawsuit is against Governor Reynolds, the Iowa Board of Education, and several school district superintendents and school boards, alleging that this law violates the First and 14th Amendment rights of students as well as the Federal Equal Access Act.
This law is deeply confusing, and schools have been at a loss on how to comply, even after consulting with their attorneys. This law has thrown the school year into chaos.
In the lawsuit, it says students feel like this law sends a message that LGBTQ students aren't wanted in the schools and that it has altered the landscape for Iowa schools. Coming up at 6, we'll bring you some of those perspectives for those students who are filing this lawsuit and why they felt like this needed to act on now. Stephanie?
Dana, thank you. Governor Reynolds has issued a statement in response to the lawsuit. She says, quote, protecting children from pornography and sexually explicit content shouldn't be controversial. The real controversy is that it exists in elementary schools. If these books were movies, they'd be R-rated.